Hey, everybody. I appreciate you joining us as always. You guys are phenomenal. You're the best in the world. You're watching the Richard Sherman podcast. But if you could do me a huge favor and hit that sub button, it would be greatly appreciated. You would do a service for your boy Sherm. And I tell you what, I got your back. You got my back. All love. What a game for the Seattle Seahawks. They dominated this game from start to finish. Obviously, a little bit more of a shaky game for Sam Darnold, and we knew it would be. We knew Brian Flores would do his best to bring pressure, and he did that early and often, Mitchell. He did a good job of making sure Sam Darnold was uncomfortable in the pocket. He did a good job of making sure his guys got there and got hits on the quarterback. They forced a number of turnovers, forced fumbles, big time hits on him in the pocket. He was a little shaky, and again, that ups the concern level for the Seattle Seahawks and I'm sure the fan base because again, these are the issues that showed up before. These are the issues that plagued him in Minnesota last year, and the issues that continue to plague him now. It's not going to change unless he changes the narrative. Obviously, the offensive line made a fair share of mistakes. There was one play where the tight end didn't block a defensive end, and he came in scot free. But again, none of that helped Sam Darnold. What did help Sam Darnold was this incredible Seattle Seahawks defense. They forced four interceptions in the game, another forced fumble. They got a pick six by Ernest Jones that I think was 85 yards on an incredible play by DeMarcus Lawrence to put pressure on the quarterback on a fourth down play. Another interception for Kobe Bryant. Tariq Woolen got it. Everybody got involved. Everybody got an interception in this game, and they were playing at an elite level. And then on the defensive line, uh, it was the big fella up front who got the party started. Leonard Williams gets a sack early in this game that sets the tone. Then you look up and DeMarcus Lawrence gets him one, and Byron Murphy gets him one, and everybody was getting in on the party, and you gotta be able to appreciate the consistency and playmaking from this defense that allows this offense, even when they're in the game and they're struggling, and Flores is getting to Sam Darnold, and they're only able to manage two field goals in a game. They're still able to control this game and dominate it and win it in dominant fashion. They started to get the run game going a little bit in this game. I really appreciated that. Kenneth Walker, 13 for 56. It didn't seem like a lot, but it looked like a lot in the game. And there was a play where Harrison Smith got him. It was just a shoestring tackle, or he would have been gone. And that would have been a huge explosive play. But it just looked like the run game was starting to get going. And this is a really stingy defense, a really opportunistic defense that played really well. So you gotta appreciate how they played. Ernest Jones got another interception in the game. Charbonnet, 14 carries for 52 yards in the touchdown. This is the kind of game the Seattle Seahawks needed to just continue to reinforce the notion that they may be the best team in the NFC. And I know they lost to the Rams, but again, I still feel like the Rams are a flawed team. And I know everybody has all these stats to support them being an elite team, but to lose to the San Francisco 49ers at home with the backup quarterback and a bunch of cast-offs at receiver, it just gives me pause in naming them the best team. But their record said you got to name them the best team. So they've been number one in the power rankings. But their loss today to the Carolina Panthers really shakes everything up. Somehow the Chicago Bears are number one in the NFC right now in the playoff picture. I mean, anybody who said they knew that going into the season, including Chicago Bears fans, is lying to your face, Mitchell.
There's no question about that. But in regards to Seattle, man, yeah, you said it. This was not their best offensive game. Certainly not Sam Darnold's best game. You'd figure he would come out, aggressive, playing his former team in the Minnesota Vikings that let him leave. He did not look the part today, but Seattle's defense did, and I got to wonder what Max Brosner's thinking about his first NFL debut here. Nice. That's not what you want to, turn in on your first important performance. You could see the guys frustrated out there. Kudos to Seattle's defense, making life very tough for Justin Jefferson. And I don't even know how many yards Justin Jefferson had. It didn't seem like he had a plus positive catch until like the fourth quarter. I know his first catch was for like -5 yards. So every time I was watching this game, it was either sack or an interception. So big shout out to Seattle. Richard, I'm with you. I think they're certainly one of the top 3 teams in this conference. I don't know if I'd throw them up at number 1. They got some work to do. But we'll see. I mean, down the stretch, man, this next couple of games is going to be the moneymaker for them. You know, they play the Falcons, and then they got some tough ones against the Colts and the Rams. So you want to see who's the best in the NFC, you knock off the Colts and Rams, and I think a conversation is certainly to be had for them to be the best in the NFC.
No question. You knock off the Colts and Rams, forget the NFC. You're talking about a case for the best team in the National Football League. Those are teams that have been in and out of the top 5 in my power rankings all season long. The Falcons have been struggling mightily, so I feel like the Seattle Seahawks can go in there and get a win there. The Colts struggled a little bit today, and that was surprising. The Houston Texans, that defense continues to make everybody struggle, and they're finding ways to win. I think they're now 7-2 in their last 8 games, or maybe 8-2 in their last 10. Or I mean, 7-2 in their last 9 games, or 8-2 in their last 10, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look again, but they're playing great football. They started the season 0-3, and now they're finding themselves maybe in playoff contention. They got to win. They got to continue to win. I think they might have to win out in order to make that a reality.